afternoon, teacher. My name is Mariana Sarabia. I will present my project. Introduction. In this project, it will present overnight hype learner from present, past tense, formal request, modal verbs, relax, pronouns, adverbs or plans, hardway, only, never, still use. During this block, number 2 is which the detail will distinct and have the topics above, from which heading I will write how my learner of this block of which is will response just about a visit and make in a status. Then he will mark you in where you use each of the topics of the second block, putting into sprites every night you have a later. Introduce you below about a place that it's the beach terrain for I climb while living with my family and explain in detail every night that happened on this small trip what was my experience, what were my talks during every night and happened. Clear here you can notice how it represents on higher edge of topics since its blog and how I put in practice. It will take to my comments with those of my family will come more of my spirit of work as they are for me and have a great many science moments which the family are good and beautiful. Science here they will put in this project every night liner in the second block to be up to records that we both understand the topics seen and how we endure it the process on labors on present on projects. Then here will tell to you and will respond every night and happy consistent which my uncles us and tan each of members of my family are different for experience on the albums among us, author and capturing the topic C. Out to which with my family, it was already night at about 8 o'clock at night when we had the visit of my mother, cousin, tie-dye my organs, and dinner in which my uncles, my dad, my mother, she was my mother cousin. When she arrived, she sit with me at the night tablet and start talking to me and she has me how happy you be and hi Clary as very high and tell him that in a very weak and so much ask him the Sam high and in the same why he hours Tante Alison I phone with Telten vegan to feel my dad she was like too good to beach since she had time that she don't go and then she felt very strange since she had family problems from tell my mother as the cousin if she can hear is something and she aware that no science in what is solution and he already take to people who had the problem. Then I tell the cousin that he had an idea. Only time I don't know go into go the carry on so she tells my right and way that is was on what is what referring to tell her that include tell my uncle name Juan to make us the next days to the be Charlie until the afternoon science he had a car involved be more comfortable for us travel than his bus. Then comes the time when we'll meet at dinner and to eat and is with and time until my uncle and is and him is the he called those favor and she ever what it was on sign it called that I take him that if we can go to the beach of course we go and collaborate in the space and from Terre she who asks we will go at its game that is we can go to beach of course we will collaborate in space and from Terre. He has me wall gone on. Tell him that everyone from the family and the cousin and the second to live it at that moment the vegan to talk about what I will get off of the house then when they sit 8 in the morning but the this is was my mother cousin gadget Rosa living far away. And of course website Twitter total to hear her download to see if she liked to with us and she accepted but we talk about of the time she was at home took us here to break what her mother was going to need for the trip at 2 hours the she arrived it was already 10 o'clock at night and when she was having dinner we explained where we were going to go and what beach. It is where it is Arabic the next day and every got up at 6 in the morning to get ready every night they talk and getting every night in the car or so every tea is ready since my uncle and legs go tea is very reborn begins to work car and was very no easy start the car my uncle and that is when we start moving forward and on the way to Progress Beach we begin to live together to Wally family to Basilir and to drink drinks and eat sabritas with study. My uncle drops the soda on my dad and task will be his half user, but my mom passes my dad around to his shirt to treat the mother then Stein. It is when ready meet our house and decide to go into also. So it was time to get under my uncle and go to buy what we want to eat. And that in when we are it water and lighters. Sabrita when Pine his already left the place and time is where Arbit at car and guy burner to form or desi. Town where arrived at the beach of program my uncles vegan to lover the links may have wrong, but of course we are looking with month for a place that did not hit tension too much, so we looked for a place and that is where we exactly night with wrong. I happened about 15 to 20 minutes when Haldexin to put a house clear way to the val to play science with Waltron should would verbalize that my uncle Hanoiter just I was ready say that ago. I told my mother that if I come the reason my uncle had no eternity and worry since she did know dinner so afternoon here immediately saying that it was going to go to look for him so he was a phone with us he was alone is was at the moment that they went on the shore and came to tell him uncle Juan because you do not come with us we are going to enter the sea and here and ahorita while more signs and what Torres for a while signs the average so it always hit that is finer when it tell my family that the cows were are not going to well later, since there were more people and there were start where it takes all every night second and start to live why the no how arbit and at time twist every no separate to see different things or different activities and such as getting into the sea and others not biking on the beach. When suddenly my uncle March, my mother asking where and where were for a ski and marketing, and then is the when same moment. My uncle tells my mother that Radis I was wearing, that is when we're making to say what I going to eat, then is the when we walked. I told my uncle one look uncle had a look very rich, it's fish and that's when my uncle ever let's go in the town restaurant. We had eaten terre and it is where the waiter of us that we would like to get it and gave us the menu show way of finish some shot and other ceviche and offer of his menu they begging to bring us every we what order we will start to eat and approximately 50 later I'll finish with by the bill and wait to leave the place. Till we start talking that is time to leave on while more is when until then better a while more they burn. Angres and that is where we return to place where we when high decided together in the side white doing ites is when I got Tenfun of water family begins approxima 20 meses. Later on realized Gangaita my uncle Juan those who had entered for no night so high level. The sea and guy I go where he was until uncle I am where I going to enter and where arriving even is while the water is cold. I mean uncles our no because we use and I did too much and insist, saying don't worry, nothing will happen apart and we're walking straight for return to a show have a love. The food a little and that's when is high with deficits is one no better I prefer no put and guy with dog. Is it more then my father approached a man brother was what happened to me and in April that it feels sensation my upple Juan did not what to enter to say and that is when my father immediately elsewhere makes the hostely though school how to swim high strike of the science he was as in high at time saying no I tell truth it why high he told my dad that you very much for telling me rice and father to horse medicine to go. Me radio well a guy at the nice we had brown and we told white to house with the Wally family afternoon and how we got home. We went down every night and that is when it approached in my uncle telling I then I ride came to Raisu where the witch did not want to enter to say and he told me Alperis and I told her that the world not have it to opponents was just to tell me what happened. Sai did not sabe causality they were going to make a fool of him, so I told him that the world not have it and told him not to worry and that I love it very much. In the same way, Harry, me what he loves me and from terrible to free to go to life and rise it. Conclusion. During the preparation of my project Madeline my batch of putting it process in design what my learner for topics of the class and clearly explain with teacher. Here you can see and observe how each of the students the topics in different parts of the spoon and writing on the project clearly and thrown the sprint highlight high science. Here we call us the topics sin and here we clearly realistic and vote with Maggie to unserat and learning the topic. Self-publishing is easy for the future. It can help us for some work than you require clarusana half the part of the time. So here I tell you every night learner during is the second block. Thanks a lot.